사실 배지 조심 매도 좀 저블리지니 된점 상계 신도 맥된 배와이 누가 남다신가 우담 구루를 나면달라 가느리야 다야 심전 남게 삼바다 로이 제다 제다 와르 최종 팀몽 태과이 최게 골로 골도 다 다른 딜 진짜 망치와디 라닥바 라스바 인지도 원래 되네 지gel바 다서 다 지겔 유튜브 셴마 카직냐도 다 지겔 저실라 지겔바 숨시 주직만이 몇 요팅메도 울lep티 요팅메도 제가 다서 이칸에 스텝제를 무치상에 스텝제를 무치 컨디션스면 앙리지 카데나 땅고사라 가규르 망보시 요트바 가규르 상메 데니스페라 담메다 양 귤나이나 귤고세스요도 데 귤땅나 gelchen도 칸데인도 주스빈바 다서 치겔바 데자 망보이 멘두 라세스 카데나 지동시 숏 말라라 데니 망보지 다 지샤된다 다른 이카 펩시스 보마 투제치 다 타그링 람 타그링 데네 타그링이 임바자 마차베 이카 펩스데앙 데네 옵겔 마산테 남스데 데네 접시 주스데 장마 주스근 가직니 때문에 만나 장다 주스데 가직 만나 지동식 라스 지식 주어지시나 라스 마몽 보시 자는 직당 이카 주스데 두네 통네 잘 데네 장마 bombarik 만나 투지시 닝 타관에 슛 데네 달른디 도르질링 지자 장메 투규지노 데네 남라마 데메ik 만나 메데노 도르질링 남라즈 퍼서 London weather zano London sa thu mani kho azu ma gyalik meteno namlam mana sopo inang de dang kharsang ja nga yong zana jak trudinji jak sumji ji gyalasong tene dang de yang lamlam ma trukste demai mana minu tene teda ma chat pe I mana gompa tene chaksa Darjeeling marjini mardo Darjeeling bo riga chakskan ni jaste tene such a mademic mana chisisen on ta laos yuljong zo ma demic yongo sisen do met pasan teni cheja mi mamma bo juksang demic met sanskar chenmosal ma odgel teni talen ika pepches bo teni nge teni stanju epia teni cheja kun kachigni jindak chulla pepdeno kachigni volunteer chulla pepdeno teni kachigni mana thatte teni chang tatpadang musgus justele chang jindak bandang menang tene volunteers justine tigang ming bing chang menang tene ika thatte tene lama tatpadang tene musgus juste tene pepste nok pepkan ma changma tene mana sning takwane bombarik tene thukje chi jut tene mana ning takwane jut jejakun tene ika pulang mete nok donlang mete nok chang mana demik chang daksa juskan zono yul demo yunang dikdeno demo jia mekya inayang tene chejakune lama tatpa tene chosla ichis uzu just tene ika pepkenpo ma azu ning tapana ma jisu cheno tanga azu shik sensation zimano semina azu shik chorwa ma medeg yong tuji chijut tene daksa da gonpena yongste ta gonpena da gonpa lepspa tene lama jig jalpa tene ten ko son tu tene dinna dukspa ta nangpa jig inkem dijeste tene ta chose spirit tang namani tene jig mangpo ta jang zer chose jig tang namani jen jang chose spirit mani jen mangpo jitan jang zer jig zer goshi jig am kyak zer jig nga jang yodang meteno tene chose spirit tang na tene ngata eta 다 인치스라 내가 상매 라메 접스탄 zerano 라메 접스탄 니 피에 네 잘빈 zer들 시작군이 베네 홉 깍스데 이카 펩스데노 테나 쪽라 테네 테나 라마 잘라용 zer인 찍다 이카 펩스데노 인낭다 단닥 엄마오 라마 모톡 라마오 랑게 세미나 유캔 보시고시스 보마 khasnino 랑 라마오 랑 세미나 유캔 보시고시스 보마 khasnino lama zirkan jing mana chipilo ayut kan lama darjiling adu kan lama no te ko barbara la yo ano barbara tene palpo adu ano zer kan to tene mana mi chul du yut ken lama te la lama ji tam te khorang chik mani mitken ji shena te madix te no te wo chapik shik na ta le ta complete ma song te no complete yong che se pia sempo na lama o rai sem da ni su me te lama zer kan po rai sem ni no sem zangpo bor se bu ma khachan ni no semina lama yut kya lama zer kan rang sem da ni su met ken ji lama you know lama ngotok pote zu hinak sam kan ji ha ko ko se bu ma khachan ni no daring lapar to tene mana cheshu tene dawa tang pe cheshu zer pa song tene chi zer che no ga da ne da guru yin rubi tene thungskar you know tene nga skejak shi you know tene skebjirum bu chang tene tamjak shi you know inna yang tene dina da guru yin rubi shi yin tu ngati ngata da sa kane nga chok shi yin tu su shi na sepa chuja sungsi jogo sashi ki lama yin rubi zerin chik tang yete no inna di lama u tangata mi chuldu ma tasde dukna mi chuldu tasde dukspina tene pan ma tok teno chizena mi zirkan bo gyudi na song tik tuwale lama miru tengna tong na ngudu ki zirte ngudu chang tawa mano ngudu ki tsokshiya mani tawa mano ko zerin chik hale lama miru tong na ngudu ki zerin chik ngudu ki mani tawa mano ki ngudu chik mani topches mano ko mo chizena ngurup ngata ngurup zirkan bo ta ngata jig zircheno naska be jizircheno chok ngurup zirkan chikta tumung ngurup zirkan ngurup nis yut kyapa tene chok ngurup tumung ngurup niska tene ka kai khane top go sa nok zena tene ngata lama jin rubi kundu ne thoba no sa no ti bo ta sa mi samte dugna tumung ngurup top nang jishi top shiche no tumunga ngutuk yinang tene tumung mayimba chok ngutuk topchis manong mabde duwale songbasa semina lama yutkan bo lama semina ne shego shispo ma khaksan duwale choz zirkan bang tene jizir chen chokzi ka burkan ne tene choz tene puti o tekun changma choz yinong zara deyang choz yinak ba choz ngutuk bo rangi semina ne chogo shisino chokhan ne sempo choz jura no choz yinong hale rangi sempo mana gyurjek yongo shispo ma khaksan tena nangzini no gendun kerena gendun yang tene rai sempo tene gewa andunte sempo mana jendang mindawa gyurjek yon jikdang songna sempo taring sem tu sokpoik mani mednang nangmo da chizu tore tepi gyala chache se rewa tene tore sang nang gyala chache se rewa hafta chigina gyurjek banjik lepche se rewa tene dawek na tene gyurjek banjik yon che se rewa lo chigina ta mana gyurjek mana minda mana gyurja gyala yongchisi rewa tsokshik chusdele semina gyurja yongchisi piya teni chuspa semina gyurja lemin chikta sompa sem zangpo gyurin chikta sem gendun gyurano gendun rinpoche zeramidwale skemnas teni sangyas kundus arje maro chilo tamba lamme sangya rinpoche kyopa lamme tamchu rinpoche jamba lamme gendun rinpoche zerin chikta gendun rinpoche zirkante rang soso gyurgoshisi no teba hako goshis kachani no ngata daksa te konchis nakpe konte tene skyawe nogzerte shaborte nakpe konte kyawe konte le ika thalika dukste skyawe nogzers person sokpe tokshikta chisache no ko chang tamal pa tokshigale tongste no changme tizu samkhan ne lukshol ji yote no inna pilok tamal pa ji inna nangdon korang nechul ngodokbo tene ngata semna sem korang khane tene sangyas jurgoshisi no chose jugoshisino gendun jurgoshisino ale tibu changma sem korekane jurgoshis sombasang tenan nangsinna lamang semina ne tene jurgoshisino lama zirkan semina yongoshis ode tibu sombasang tantasa tene chisircheno skeskar tene sin jitang tene lame skeskar yino ta kui skeskar yino zispasang tene ngata ta chisircheno rangchok tokshik chuste zenang da rain mospa na tuntele tene kuis kiskari no zete ni ja pepse no yinang tene I lama o tene ngata chitar piloa mana nangsulla tene ngata lama izukshi no zerkane tene inak pa inang ton tambe nangla dorji changshukse no dorji chang zerkan bo rain azuk bo inak rain semina yutkyak rang sem zangpek jona chosena sem zangpe na duste no tena nangshin la sangya zena sem zangpo korang tene yargyas dan kan jigla sem zangpo ji song te sem nganba mani met kan thar thupa jigla sangye zara no tena nangjin la chos gendun zena tene sem zangpo ji gyurkan ne lam lapa suma lapkan ji sem jigla lam zena sem zara no dil lapkan jigla tene nyangal lente sem dan kan jigla gendun zara no ta chi nang gendun nang ngai no ngarang soso ina tene chosang soso no soso sem nang ne chos dukosa no tena nangjin la lama zena sem no samkane semina duskenji tikane med hako gojes kauchen duale taring gonpe na lep tene chilo ta namgyal tongchot tena nangjin la o tene chedup ta taring chedup salen chik ta skyoches you know nija changma khachik chogena ta kuti tebi jaga meches pujaste chija changma chogena yukchesi moka chokshig yong amenu chezena I gendun chunba da chunma ika pepa mane chunba chunma mane ina mane chura mano machut pasang namgin ne chunma mane metsana ikane gendun khorang mane machut pasang mane a kana chijakun khachik duste dupa ka lagang chokshi oti na gendun gyarik nigeri aka juano chokpa chokte den dina mane chuda mano machut pasang teni chijakun na yukchesi moka chokshi segwang moka chokshi pulches la te chamjik maos pasang inna tene chijakun chama ina I kilkhorina di dukana phepna chik ma phepna nis korang chisircheno ta di kilkhorina phepseno tene chedup zateno tene chedup zattele tene laksam namtak sik juste chedup zaten chikta ino di zattana rang semina lama gomgosis lama chiwitsuk to gomzerano lama gomnang lama semina shegosis ino lama dubte maneton tezukchena lama semina yongosis shegoseno desongpasangta kang inang dor dustang nge daksa mangpo si chishin tangbor to kunlong gyala gosano sem zangpo shik tanyampo kunlong gyala ika chipi yongsteno zana I mana gaston na yongsteno skekari gaston na yongsteno sam tene guru yishin nurbi tene tuicheni no telang tene gaston dan juste naskor tanyampo yongsteno te yongches po chipi pepsin samna di tenen roa riktu semjen sangme pia samte sem jen semjen sangma kitpo yongches na diskit yongches pia samte samba zangpo shik dan yampo wana chejana kenen chik dan ino nge yugo shes met kyak chezana I laas ba sangma teni chosdang tenba chosdang tunkane che shatak yukse no teni machat pe teni laas la chodang tunjik ma tunjik laas la lama mangpo pebin chik dan yukse no ngayang laas la mangpo shik da son chikta yarta gun ta tezam machat pe lakpar tu gun la nge guntun zerin chikta cho shadin dukstano chijakune mana nawa chacha mane chakpat jakjak chakpa mana chidong shadin dukstano ta chijakune semina yurjik lebna gyalano tene yurja lebang lepchisino yurja lebin chikta duk zirkan chorang chor perna laasla ta dangtering itu mana ya chaspa chonga zara chok chegyat zirkan chok tene namgang zirkan chok te kuna shaza menuk zirkan dangrang chor sha mizaken mangpo yodgyak zirdu tena chokla tene mardone chegyat namgang tene tizu tene cham machat pe tene laasla shammani dingjin sha miza zirkan ma mangpo shik duk hamma tesam metgyak talen dang terina sha miza zirkan ma mangpo shik han tena chokla mi chongpe nangla nga sha mikol khangpa mi nge khangpe man sha mikol zirkan mangpo duk zirkan chor ta tekun changma gyurja leps kan ni stuck inakwa gyurja malem na ikun gyurja yoma manok pisham miza zirkan yoma manok chang mitung zirkan yoma manok chergyat namgang shun zirkan yongches manok ba tibu changma shunkan yongches na sha miza zirkan ta chitongji japi gyurjik yongches po semina gyurjik yongkan ni jaste yongsta nokba 송바선 세미나 초스 용칸이 제스테온스타노 세미나 겐든 용칸이 제스테온스타노 세미나 상갸스 유칸이 제스테온스타노 송바선 상갸스 초스 겐든 저칸이 스페라이 톡시야레 스캡수치 저칸조 마나 추샤메 토가 야 군페나 야 리토지가 야 마나 추르탄지기나 데네 상갸스 초스 겐든 유트각 캡수치 저칸이 착살칸자 마차페 라라이 마나 미치나 tene rangrai mana chizircheno nima mana ririna bat azugong cheseno pa chizircheno ta shotpena gyurjik kanemet yongang goshisino yon jikta yongsteno pa tebu yongkani jaste uzuk shaza meni uzirkanda dekun changma ma tamzang zano pa good news wana dekun changma tene nga daksa nge piang good news ino teni simchen changme pie good news teni chijakuni pina good news tezam machat pe good news tam machat pe ngata le la se mana chizse no ame mana azu spospa chenes pergi pa chezela ngata semina gyurjek yonstele nangpa sangyas pe rusi khana teni mana ngata le gyurjek yonstele mana dunia na mana stanchejik dang dunia na mana yale ngata mana jendang mindawi teni shotpa jendang manda misi keluk mana ta chi njokshik mana chanjokshik mana jendang mindawi Himalaya review mamang pusigena nangpa sangyas pe chos nyamlan chos kan mamang pusig yote nokpa ti nangne chang randi nangne mindawa zir kanchi atna las bakun yote nok ti nangne chang atna ta sai khane YDA jukse nok tena tsogla tene ata chi ta volunteer chos kan live to love last chos kan yendro ya mana chiji yendro ya tizu last chang machus na nge kha kachus jus kan yot kya chang live to love chang men kan tena tsogla YDA zir kan da tekuni chang member chang men kan ni yang korang nge kha kachus jus kan ni kachus jus de nge kha tang mana nge chos nam shet nang trale kha duks de chos nyen kan chus kan ni yang music topic yot kya yang tizu topic yang yot teno tekunang yot kan ni just de ko mana chizir che no ngata le jendang mindawa yale las nanglang yang las mena yang dandi nang ne mindawa mana ngati mana I khani chepik singa ta le nge khani chos nyen kan ko ni semina gyurje kan me yong chukse chepik si shotpa mindek ya jenla te na sha zana ngata sha zamet zir khanchi mi jenla te na changtung na ngata changtung a met zir khanchi nge jenla te na chukpa tang khanchi na ngata da sa chukpa ta met zir khanchi ngata ma demai duwa zir khanchi ki mana gyurje gi yong stele chepik mindek yong na ngarang pe na nga chokshi inang da mana birthday gift zir ses po inakwa birthday gift ngata le skes puldupa luksol yo anokpa ale mana ji skes karla chitong shi tang dupa le da birthday gift jenma chang gosa mano semina gyurje gyongna tene mana kacho salkhan la tene faida ji langte lente tene semina gyurje gyongna te sang gift che kan yon ale gift che shok potte bono songba sang te bo mana ni jan chame tugil borte talen mana yale I mane birthday gift la tene mana lama chotpa chipulin jana tene mana gyurjek yongches mana semina tamchek justele mana mindek justele jendang mindawa mi nangne mi mandawa las nangne las pa jendang mindawa yale tena chokla Himalayan review de na yut kan mi nangpa mangpo youtube nangpek nangne nangpa mindawa ngatang ika yut kan ma ta mi sumge youtube jibge youtube tekun mana jendang mindawi taring nge justesi tamchek pulin chotpa otebu pulin samkan chikale o tene chizir cheno tamcha otebu pulin samkan gift otebu pulin samkan tatebu gift cheshok pano wale lak tene mana karot mangpushi nga gift tangkan sang laks pano tebu cheshok pano tebu semina kanemet bolgoshis mama khashan wale semina gyurjek maung semina gyurjek miyong chespecialistele shotpa mana gyurjek mana maung shotpe na gyurja mayong chespecialistele tene ngata shotpa nganpa imkan isestele semchen na tene nakta semchen la nakto semchen la naktong chuano duano sadano tene zano tene tuano tene semchen kun mana nagling guling tuano tene semchen la nagling guling tangste dugna tene ngata chang sangye sistan ba zambiling yotte chang mafante no hale tene lama jaltang mafante no lama juktang mafante no ona tena chokla tene ngata nangpa inzir ten goikha tarchok siglangste goikha tarchok khatoga tarchok lang tezuk juste dug nang chang mafante no te zamji mafando songba sang te chepi singa tale talent tene adu azua ikana skeskarle azuge tene azuk shikta tene tanjuk ta tekuni tene ta laglen chi sik choko sa no sambai tru khachik sama tru ba ta ika yong sar laman jalchis inak dang ne phalang las ba khachik zeduglo ba ta ika lepte jak khachik song laman jala miru karu yik laman jalka nam thawano zerde diruglo ozu no tere jalchesi rewa marshantri vette no dikpare o te laman jalka thawa miru ika yongste zerde zeruglo te dikpare ozu samte no laman jalchesi no laman jalte no ta tene chi changman jalte no pa inang ta tene khurang ta lama jalte sting na ta faida chi yong gosa no zena tene ata shutpi na chebi jurjek tang 달렌 젠당 민다와시 달렌 델 켈렌 담자식 주스데 양나 로칭이 지 피에 켈렌 지죠나 딕데노 말로 망포지 만아야레 미치 강보아 좀 마니나 로직 러시아 미자서 칸 조시 담책 주스데 logic pie logic exercise po shipshiki no ale sombasan logic pie shamiza za kan zosi logic pie changmi thongsa to uzukshi ki tamchek juste o tibu man birthday gift ona chi nang mana skis yote mete wina tuzuk zosi seminar teni logic ni phala extend juste le kule extend juste le teni lo nis jona dikte no lo sum teni lo ji teni lo nga distinct na lo choose tang na dikte no zuwa teni pelin chik ta student chik ta dugna passport teni extend choose kan chale teni tebi kule student dugna kaspo minak samna teni mana michi kangbo duk tang dikte no ya kaspo duk samna yang teni yang gonspa juste na ko lo khachi phe gonspa juste yang tamcha sung stans pa tibo medik ches meteno lo ni lo mani kani medzer ches meteno ko chot juste le seminar gyurja shotpe na gyurja tena chogla chi sangma na gyurja yongna teni ngata nang pa sangges pa naste phantox teno gonpa yotte phantox teno ngata nang pa sangges pe aba ame kha teni tuwi chula skes kene phantox teno tena chogla daring teni lakpar du teni ngata last pe teni la teni skihane stamdel azante no phantox teno lakpar du teni daring ikana peps tele da nge skeskar teni gaston teni mana changma chenzer kan bo phantox teno da tesu 대상 라바만 메테로 다 텔라테네 어떻게 주와 제난다 네 스쿨마 제난다 디수긴 지적군 양 랑라에 좀더 메드나카도 딩에 스쿨마 주스테노 마닝에 랑갈 땅체스 메테노 랑갈 땅스테 카네 메드르체스 메테노 초즈 랑갈 땅스테 요마노 초즈 간데 랑라에 랑갈 땅스테 조고나 데네 무슬만 조와 고사노 무슬만 조시나다 데네 같이 조시나 konкурни rangel dansde rai tu da rai aba ame tene hatae musulmani tene aba ama kes pane phalla tene mane chang khushi metpa rangra tene lam lusul po mane rangel juste shungo sano jogo sano zerkhane konakune cholla timji teno ngata nangpa sangges pe tibu meteno cholla tene bat rangel dansde tene jogo sano zerte rangel danses meteno sangges chum den dese sunte no ngeni cholla tharbi lam tengi tarba rangla shesper chus ale zate minwa yesum duga nge chola tarbi lam tangi lam stante yot nge las po chijakun lam tante yot tene lam spe na dulena midul chijakun shes molen duale ote suggestion den desi mixale korai jok po tizuk no nang pe jok lam stone kan dela jugna gelason ma bombari pep majuk tene mana jukche min dina mana midu nga lamma midu zana midu te ko rangdo dino tela chang rangyal tangches meteno sonta tibo nga ta nang pa sangges pe mixel le azuk duale tene pipek tokse ina ta ko ta chang in seching min nam ga yale putse gina tene te pomek nga ta bote pomek azu konkone chwa song namek tokse chospena tene ko in seching min nam ga musulman jogo sano nang petro cha chosamano uzuwa tere pat koran azu yongduale timpo chatte mana trakpo yongduale te kongkone timino ngata meteno songba sanga dai nangpa sangges pe tap kheta sangges chumdan des tap khaspa tuji chembo don dambe so sungjokla sungsorla tene ngata tarba lamtan de yut tene lamtan kanina jugna mijuk chachakun shes molen chita duwa tenna chogono ikana nge 다 스쿨마이 쪽신이 내주세요. 인랑 지자군 둘리는 미둘 대보다 지자군 나주에노 안도빠노 인랑에 세미나 지자군의 로네 로아즈 칸조 로레레즈 칸조 대주에데니 담책 주스데 데니 땡 두그나 데니 쿨레 데니 샤미자체 쿨레 창미통체 쿨레 데니 tukpa-mitangche teni sha-miza chang-mitong zirkhan tsokhe tongne kule teni shotpa zangpo kule tsugun chikna yongwa lo perna sha-jik zos pena speshik burna sha-rang zon chikna dukhan jina mi bumma kontro chanji ya gyurano mi zangpe gyo nang sha-zan dukna mi mana mi zangwa chi mi nganpe gyurano ko chiye zana sha-kyang ka zan dukspa sang chiye zana le ko taring scientific kane yale but tsari khani shad nang hakoshi duale zirdu koran kun charik pa kun zerdu wale sha zakhan kun khongto cher yongano yongdu koran kun ta investigation task person de takchat chos person kon kun shes du wale de tsabi sha zakhan kun teni tuar yongdu mi tuar yongdu teni sha zakhan kun la hypertension zakhan nasa mangbo yongdu teni blood pressure ma yongdu teni zupu mana khamzang lusa menu molka zerkanji doctor kun jana da sign kone chilo charik pe kun shes du wale de chizena de chiji shaste no zana tinga ta nangpa sangjes pe zerin chita ju molin chita juste no ba perna mi semjen po mena semjen de shisha zerkanji duale shisha ta satsha zerkanji nizyo tano shini shikani rangjini shikani shata tene sate tene shani zerte satsha zer matan sapi shate satkani shawo jimpo tseno ba dimo ma gela ta demo tseno tene shikani shawo zamano ba shikani sha mizakhan mangpo yukyak zakhana yukyak ina shikani shawo zozna 대점 또 만옥서노 제자는 코시 코랑진이 시송바서 콩토 대점식 마옹스노 그 시자나 콩토 맷바 되니 굴레라 시송바 고장 디디 되니 지자노 셰나 코 콩토 에너지보 마죽스바상 코샤오 시샤오 조스당나 콩토 대수 스케치시 되니 스ken은 뭐 유라 만옥송 되게 알레 시샤오 조스나 다 사샤오 조스당 tene mana kontro mana mangbo yono chezana ko satsana rawang meteno koran nga sat diga man nga sat chawa manok zirkan zirchisi rawang meteno mani ko satsana kontro mana mindra jigla no zano ko kontro mana semina cerka jendang mindra we cerka chenmo ji yona no ina rawang mepi dikpare ko shenpe mana tiyo tikurte satans pasan ko jang rawang mepa lusom tema ko kontro mana mindra we kontro mana amma chenmu mana takpo mana kongto chenmu tene yutkyapta kongto chenmu ji kenji ta kechisan ina pa ngatan sampatangsa mi mana nija ngatan tsoksi ina zoomste diji kurte ke de chetangspena kongto zashe duwa minu tuksamsala ta rawangda meteno ta gyapo chenmu indro yasuji ki indro chi kisa tangna hale ta chang zer matuk zer mapot ta ngui de duwa ro temani chang zer mapot ina 콩토 만 민다 콩토 요는 거 빠따만 디상 학백 이 콩토 간 요한다 알레 디상 학백 콩토만 용 시체만 거 이나 라왕 메피 코케 뚝당체만 이메 께가 뚝당체 다다 소트 사당체노 이나 고 기포 저스 로포 저스 간 이사데 사추 빠 세미나 콩토 젠다민다 와 디 콩토 이모셔널리 아주에 지저체노 하다레 이 뉴스파 자마노 이 이모셔널리 뉴스파오 teni shayna shadang trakdang teni chang chi changmena system korayna yugano zardwale di yugsbasang ta ti teni ta chutso chikjigni phala tingjini phala teni ti mana azu chomena zoano ba di energy yongzok ngata zustangsba ta nyokhan ngati nyuano ba nyos teni ti zustangsbasang teni kule teni kongtrum ma chenmo mana hypertension ta teni chi changma yale pat bibi tene towa cheche ya tene mana tuzjun du trukpa tangches sem kitpo miyong che semina cerka shante yong ches mana minda yong zerte I tene scientist korang mana chanrik na she duale chanrik na she te mama man dang teri mi kuni las ngampe jastele teni chang zerkhan ji yong mano man chanrik pa thoba kuni perek tang chana ko pana discussion chu chana tinane bing duale pera izu bing te ting ngomo inok zerkane thak chate duale 오디샤 조스데 gyala 녹서 간지 차릭바 꾸냐 자라미로와 차릭바 수지가 자라미로와 나티 초서 마차데 차리 초나 샤조스데 사베 샤데 조스데 두그나 데님만 콩투 쳔모 차노 미속보 규라노 저칸지 그스페라 용도와레 데 규르체스 보 금센 직셰고스바 금센 맨나 아다 단 지게 남바상게스 비초세나 샤자 초세 마노송카 다티 조스단스 바상 코 카르마 라즈간 송테노 코 라즈간 니제스데 tene number member sokpo jurte no zer kanji zena zer ale te zerte madik pa koran ta koran the explanation ji gosano pa delshat tang goswa delshat tang tana uzu zer duali sha zakhane to gyala mano zer po chose jaste sate mano chose na chose sa chokche mano zer khana yotka sha za chokche inok zer khana yotka shay na yang paksha za chokche mano zer khana yotka ya mana tene ji ge Shenang in this Chaman, this Chawan was a condemned Mambushi cat, they were Chose Berano, they Chose Berac, so board, could Gyala ina, could Gyala into, Sopoina, Sopointo, could Jan Chabermitka. As which is it, Sarik Koran, Sarik Koran, Tony Peratana, Shazana Gala Mano, Jezena ko Setun Chano, Jezena ko Kongro Chenmo Chano, Ale, Setun churches for Jezena, Setun churches for Kongro, you can just tell it, then man attention in a Dukes person. Then Lucy in the car, Natsan, Dra, made a Mampo Lipduk, then me Mamma Bushimana, Dima Karabcharu, then Najin, Dima Karabchakan, Dima Karabchachespo, Jumzento, Niamana, as we pump Gelik, that Duseka Mount Kanso, then young Tep Chakanso, this will pump this is just it, the brain disturbing on the wall. Ozu Yons Passant, Tenemana, Galacha Mano, Mimana comes on Lusa Mano. 감상 제픽시 유트 유트자낭 되는 만나 데모 만나 셈좀 만나 쭉 줄때 만나 기뻐 둑셔서 만옥 데인디샤사시스 미누 저두알 다티 체리기 저칸데 삼파익 땅나 되는 나타에 초세 나랑서 대숙식샤 마자 샤조스칸디포 되네 만나 로리투 셈전 상마 파마노 데군 저시스 만옥 저때 숨칸데 땅땅 삼파익 땅나 다 자고시스 민둑 삼칸지 Seripian Zedu, Mati Chosenalang Duk, the Changchup be Lamdiang Lang, Magic Stinsuk, then a Sanga Dorje take with Chosenang Lang, Magic Stindu, that then a Chitamenang Magic Stinsu, then a Mizaha some country. Ozuk Shita, Gumsendon, Dante, Sampik Nongoshima Kaksantua, Mampek Chizerinda, Nizan Sama, Izula, Samte, Gurjek, Yonchese Pienge, a Chiton Shita, Salset, Salset Machon, Kapnikat. Chibi Shamas Zerteno, Shaz, Jimpo Gap, Zona Drukpa, some country, some kind of you'd gap. The Mano, Shaz Jimbong, Yon Chesi, Chimbo, Kosha, the Rosas can Jimbushikani, Yon, Ale, Rosas Tanoba, Nikuni Roser Duale, or E. Roinos of the Soponos of the Tamemana, Jirichos Tanoba, Rosigs and me Rosana, Rachi Roina, Roin, but Marsopono, they Rojix just the Jimbukani Yon. Jimbo Yum Chesa Man, Jimbo Yum, Jimbo Duk Zerkan Bon Sem Man, Tul Desertans the Nomani, Tondo Tele Jimbo Jicani Yuan, and Galajimani Yong Shichis Manopa. It chose a Nimbo Tibono, Tibu Sangma Chosna, Tenela Mejaptanino, or the Nai Kurimino, or Rai, the Tatuguchi comes on loose gosna, Yarai Avama comes on loose gosna, Rangmana, Rangit, the man, Kipo Young gosna, Tenel Las Lamdoji Young gosna. Chichona Shamiza Shespina, Dustenova, Pena Shajig, Pena Shaza, Semjan Sat the Dugna, then a Las Lamdo Mion Chesepian, Co no Cheno, Chesana, Co Semjan Satsana, Co Control Tesamjion Person, Co Shitana, Shinde Gurtenova, Co Shitana, Shinde Gurchi Tapchot, Chesana, Control Tesamjus, Shisumba, Ramon Meba Shiteno, she chooks the Koran Shitemano, Co Tikurti, Tapayonte, Chik de Cosate. Control Chenmuji Yong Chukte, Rame Basatans person, Shima Tatu Koran Shinde Gurtenapa, Rajik Shina, Rajik Shikane, Shinde Gurchesino, Lukjia, Lukshina, Luki, Shinde Gurgeno, Relation to Shinde Gurpa, Shinde Zamji Yong Chesu, Shinde Kune, Rang Suso, Ti Satkan, Ti Zakan, Ti Tene, Chong Tankan, Ti Chong Tankan, Pene, Kurken, Sangma Shinde Kune Toano, Konkone Tate Yoano. Lam Zangpo Borsemano, Skipo Borsesmano, Shindekuni Tateonste, but Koran Karsonsa Tacheno, Di Peneo Kurte America Sona, America Tationo, I Peneo Kurte Amana, Gana Sona, Gana Tationo, Sokwa Sona, Sokwa Tationo, Co Carso Sanaco, Tationo, Shindeo Carson Sana Tation, Kitpik Lamyomano, Kitpi Sayomano, Ozu Sombasan, Kitpik goes, Las Lamdroid goes, Mahale, Mana Diskit Yongo Samna. O Shamiza Chespano, Semjan Misa Chespano, but that they were some Santa, Diskit Samnang, Ya Siring Samnang, Frogring Samnang, Ya Las Lamdo Samnang, Ale, Lame could say Japatan Samnang, they were no Shamiza Chespano. Oh, Tenatsono, Tachi, Zenayale, Tachik, Lamaji Gomba Zona, Gonzo Samna, Gonzo and Pul Chipulta, Gonzo Chipul, Lama Chopek Pulna Gala, Ya Chomesi Pulna Gala, Ya Toxi Pulna Gelson, Chang Pulgoshes Metka, Shamiza Chespono, Shamiza Shamazaspa, Yada, Lame Piang, Gonzo Pulchesipia, Taring Nisim Ding, Lochigla Shamiza, Zertamchan, Gonzo Tesan Lakwaman Mountain. Tena chokla taring ni phala simchan satkan ina ta taring ni phala nge simchan misap zana desang lakspe gongjok desang lakspe skes desang lakspe tene gastun desang lakspe tene mana chungskar chijik sin desang lakspa jing mana metyak songba sang changme tizuwa tuil borde ta nge mangpo jing mishat tene ta chizir cheno yugo she se ningpo chokpo tiwin ti tuil bora zat mahale tene da ikane ang chigyal pa khaji ang youtube tene chik nisum shishat ko sametro chigyal ina ne ta cheja kunange ta sa last kunla rewai chemo chos tenge zer teno chezna last pa kun da sa mana ta gyurja yon skill duale teo somba sang ni ja kunla yang juna ni ja kuni sperao tene dang tering da media azu teno tene media azukshik social media zuk tezuri yot pasan te kuni spera o kering chik tang tene kasonsa Gyalwa Drukpa tezu menang chija kuni zawon zamo ya mana putsa pomo ya tene chig ashang ane zerkan zok ya aba ama zerkan zok chawo chamo zerkan zok yot na te kunlang tene pelte tene spera o tsepi shik share justele nge izukshik zerduk dorjele izukshik jal tene ko thuk tene ko izukshik zer tukshi yinzu hei zirkanchi ke sperik mana spell tang tene ma pantok chanmojik yale te ma gyurja chanmojik tang ma pantok chanmojik yong chese moke yut keksam nga rewek chokshi yut tetne ojas tenge chejakuna juste no chejakuna nge mangpo jik juste tene chang pantok metpa chang pantok ches metyak manmani pala zin dukspin gyurjek mana metyak ta samna nge tizukshi hako na kato pata song na kato nge nijang juste sa mano taiki kuna nge time mana waste juste chang pantok ches mano juste chang pantok sem mano shane zen duano chang ne thun duano chang pantok si metyak zerte ngarang yang sempa zopsi shisken justele te chang zirche sa mano juste sa mano ina nge ni jang tari rewek justele juste spo cheja kunna mana gyurja yon chik na yon skill duale songpa sang cheja kunni da lo chenmu kunni tuksam salte lo chunga kunla tene kata gyala sal kosano lo chun kunni tuksam salte lo chenmu kunla tene skulma gyala choko sano o tene ta tizuk chusis mano zartele tene chugukunla chijakunne ken labstele sha mizache tangpone lab gosano chugukunla aba ame kunni mana sha za chukches mano shotngen chukches mano changtung chuk goshes mekyak chugukunla tangpone chang matangna chugukunne changtungches mano tene chijakunne tene chugukunla chunzane changtung luktang spasang tene ko chugukunla tene changtungchese lob mana lobngan zoksita hale Gyalwa Drukpa tene song pasan ten chugu chun mana yale teenager kane changton chikta dugu shesi yong duwale tisu thangmang te chikna ngungi las yinto tisu yotupa tene nibar to ngungi las chikpu mano tene chal ki kengan tene pama kuni chang tangkhan nisheste yong stano song pasan pama ji yimbani pala checha kun changma pama yukste yintopa chugu yotkan mangpo yotupa ta chugu yotna kato ta chugu mana lam gyalik lab gosano chang milukche hale teni sha mizache tizu labstana teni ko yang sha mizache kurang lobchano te sem zangpo juste lam zangpo lab goshe lab chu goshe khasen duale tuje cheju teni yang toreni pala yang dan jalin dukche sino teni pespa ma yang sker jut sama tuje che jut ni teni I think here we have a few Westerners, maybe tens of them. So just now the Skyabji Rinpoche asked me to say it mostly in Ladakhis and then just a few words in English maybe. This is what he's saying. And the translators are not yet here, so therefore it is not very much the day that we are starting the teaching series kind of teaching, but some of the translators, the Chinese translators are here, I think I was told, and also some other translators, I think Vietnamese translators are there, I was told, but the French translators isn't here. I think he is going to come, I think, tonight. And and also there are some other people are expected to be here tonight, I think. And so anyway, just to how do you say, I just want to express my gratitude and thanks to all of the Westerners and Easterners and foreigners anyway, that you wanted to really be coming and join together with us. Some of you may be having that sort of motivation to celebrate the to celebrate the birthday celebration, and some of you may have some sort of a motivation to join together in the longevity prayers. So anyway, whatever that is, whatever it may be, it should be very important. The very important key point is the motivation. Motivation needs to be really pure and nice, because you have been putting a lot of effort to come over here. It is not a very simple thing. First, you have to get a visa, and the second, you have to get a holiday from your work. I know many of you have work to be done, and so you have a boss, and then the boss will never give you holiday, like an extra holiday, and some of you have a many kind of difficult boss to work with, and some bosses are very often shows you long face, so it's very difficult to get a kind of a holiday to come. And also not only just boss problems, but the problem is that you have the fixed kind of a time, fixed kind of a days in a year. Let's say you have a 25 days of holiday, so now you have to sort of like you have to divide all these 20 days or 25 days into the different places wherever you want to go. So many of my students, they have a problem with this, and they have hardly any days left, and it's a very, very difficult for them. And but despite of all the difficulties, I think you guys put a lot of effort and came and joined with us, and especially joined with me, because wherever I know, I can see your faces over here, the same face actually. Wherever I have some gatherings, maybe be it in Kathmandu, the Amitabha, you guys there, same faces are there. And it may be happening in Ladakh, same faces are there. And it may be happening in Delhi, same faces are there. It may be happening in Hong Kong, the same faces are there. Wherever the gatherings or something happens, so you guys are always there. So of course I always have to thank you from depth of my heart for having this sort of connection, karmic connections. Not only just a karmic connection, but of course your sort of created connection, loving connection, and devotional connection. You have a different connections that makes you come everywhere, wherever there's some kind of a function that it's to do with something to do with me or my organizations or my movement. And I think that really is that really moves me very much. So I want to thank you really from depth of my heart for that. And not only that, at the same time, I just wanted to express some of my my thought or some of my wish that, it's not only just it shouldn't be like a one-way tickets. It has to be both the way. One-way ticket means like whatever you do, like whatever I said, like what I said before. It's like you are just giving me the satisfaction, giving me the happiness, giving me the appreciation and all these things by coming and visiting me, and also joining the movement, joining Live to Love movement, joining in the YDA movement, and also the Naro Festival movement, and all these different kind of movement. And this is what you are doing, but this is one way. But then one-way ticket, what I would say, is what my wish is that it should be going like a dual way, like both ways. It's like a return tickets. It has to come here and then it has to go back. The things has to go back. So you have to really be receiving something from here something from the gathering. So what you really wanted to, what you really sort of have to get from us is the Dharma, is the influence of spirituality, the spiritual influences. That is very important. That you have to really be getting back with you and take back with you as a homework. So this is very important. So this is the reason why I think, I put this as a topic, as a devotion. Devotion, the devotion is a very important topic. One has to have some sort of openness in your heart, so that then the things will come in, and your heart will definitely, receive the data, and then get it inside, and you can take it out, take it with you. So that is the thing. The openness of heart is the part that we are talking. We are always referring to is the devotion. Devotion. Your heart has to be opened. Otherwise, you won't be able to receive anything. Even though you may be very intelligent, you may be very diligent, and you may be very generous, and you may be very smart, whatever. But the heart has to be opened. So right. So therefore, openness of heart is a very important that you have to really be focusing on. And that the name of that particular openness is the devotion. But the devotion can be interpreted into a different places, different directions, because the people translate in a different way. But to me, the devotion actually means it's an openness of heart. The heart has to be opened, and the heart has to be relaxed. Heart has to be, heart has to be prepared to receive. That's the thing. So therefore, the heart, the spirituality is very important. Spirituality is nothing but it's a special method. It is a very special method to open your heart. To open your heart means to open, to dispel the obstacles and the blockages, because we have a tremendous amount of blockages in our mind. Whatever we do, we have a doubt. We have anger comes in. There's the anger comes in, and there will be a desire comes in, and then the jealousy comes in, and then there's a pride comes in, and there's a lot of things. These are the blockages that I'm talking about. So this should be really dispelled, or it has to really be diminished or purified. So that as long as there's no blockages, then there's nothing but nothing but the devotion comes. Devotion comes right after that. So that the devotion is not really working very nice. Why? Because there's blockages. That is the reason the blockages needs to be wiped out, and that is cleared out. That is very important. So then the devotion comes almost automatically. So that's the reason why the devotion is so important. And devotion, so devotion, you understood what I'm talking about now. Devotion. Devotion is not a necessarily an emotional kind of mind. Emotional kind of mind can have some sort of a devotion also, but that is not a very pure kind of a devotion. Devotion is like something that has nothing to do with all the defilements and all the afflictive emotions. Afflictive emotions are always appears to be, or yes, always comes to be an obstacle. That is the thing. Afflictive emotions are always an obstacle. Sometimes it doesn't really appears to be, but it is an obstacle anyway, sooner or later. So therefore, afflictive emotions really has to be aware and needs to really be wiped out, or it needs to be purified. That is very important. So that's just very simple, as simple as that. So when we talk about the devotion, for example, now I said it in Ladakhi also right now, It's the same thing that you guys came and celebrate my birthday or the Skyabji Rinpoche's birthday, and we both shares the birthday date same. So we you all are sort of sharing this, and also you all are coming here. Some of you are coming here for my longevities and all these things. But then you have to always go back to the nature. You always have to go back to the nature. The nature is not Skyabji Rinpoche. Nature is not me. Nature is not the building, the big building over here. This is the monastery, the so-and-so monastery. Nature is the mind. Nature is the mind, the purified mind, crystal state of mind, clarity state of mind, the nature. The nature is Tathagata Garbha. Tathagata Garbha actually means the Buddha nature. It is really the Buddha. That is the important thing. You can call it Buddha because we are Buddhists, so we call it Buddha. But we don't really have to call it Buddha. This is a nature. Pig has it, dog has it, cat has it, snake has it, insect has it, everybody has it. So it doesn't really need to call Buddha or anything. We call it Buddha nature. But that is not necessarily called Buddha nature. It is a nature. Nature of every phenomena is very much the important thing that you have to understand, so that you can automatically forget about the afflictive emotions. Whenever the afflictive emotion enters into your way, it comes to block your devotional mind, clarity state of mind. It comes this way, very much blocked into. It's like the big iron metal made gate. So it's like a gate comes like boom, so that you cannot get out or you cannot get in. So this is something like a very heavy metal made gate that really blocks you. So this is the thing. You have to really be coming out of that. And how do you do that? Obviously, you need a purification. Banzar Sato, the 100 syllable of mantra, many times you have to do it, and you have to do many times of prostration. You have to do many times of offerings, mandalas, etc., etc. And that is tons of things that you may do. But important thing is, mostly important thing is that on top of everything, you must go back to the nature. You must think about the nature more often, rather than the superficial ways. Superficial things are, yes, non-stop, non-stop, continuous. It's always there, whatever. The minute you open your eyes, you can see. You can see a good thing. You can see a bad things. You can see something okay, so things, And these things will make you up and down. Good, up. Bad, down, And also then, this is the reason why we say, the life is ups and downs. But that is not a very healthy way, even though, of course, you have to accept it. But it's not a healthy way, unfortunately. So it is very much up and down. The wave is so strong. For example, if we are riding on the cruise boat, we'd rather have a very, smooth kind of cruising. If there is a heavy waves, it's not good. It's not very comfortable. But you have to go through it because, mostly you have a very heavy wave. So, you have to go like this, The boat goes like this all the time. I hate it, That's the reason I never go for cruise. Cruising is a very, very, very bad, It really almost kills me. But many people invites me for the, for the cruising, and they have a lovely boat and all these things. No matter what, the boat has everything. It's like a 6-star hotel, 7-star hotel. Everything is perfectly okay. But then, no matter what, you have perfect boat and everything, and you have a like what you call that, hosts, those I don't know, 8 to 10 beautiful girls and beautiful boys who are ready to serve you, and food and cooking and all these things. So good, perfect, but out there's a horrible wave. So you have to go through it. Oh, you cannot concentrate. You cannot enjoy all the facilities, and also all the expensive facilities, very expensive facilities. But you cannot do anything. Out there's a wave. There's a horrible wave. So you cannot do that. So you always like that. So this is the kind of I'm just giving kind of an example, So our life is like that, always waves like this and that, and we have to accept it, unfortunately. But we should really be able to work with it a little bit better than the accepting it. Accepting it is also good, but we have to also work with it so that the wave is not that badly sort of there. That is the important. So what you do in a spirituality, spiritual practice is that you have to really be always thinking about the nature more than the superficial things. Superficial things are there. That is something that you have to maybe sort of you have to play with it. You have to you have to be sort of like indulge with it. You just indulge yourself with it. With something good, you just have to indulge yourself. Something bad, you have to really be faced with it, and this and that. It's like a game. You have to see it as a game, but at the same time, one needs to really go back. We have a very much like. Fortunately, we have something to think about. Thanks to Buddha, thanks to the teacher, thanks to the masters, thanks to the teachings of Dzogchen, thanks to the teachings of Mahamudra, we have some solution. We have some kind of thing that is nature, the nature that you have to think of, and that is never taught by any of the different masters. But great masters there were a lot of great masters in India, in the world, but none of them taught you the nature. They taught you how to deal with the emotions, how to deal with the things, superficial things, and all these things. Wonderful teachings, non-Buddhist traditions. The wonderful teachings they have given, but they have not touched to the level of understanding of the nature. That is very special teachings of Lord Buddha. So we have that. So we have to also be digesting that, rather than just keeping it in the book, saying that this is a Buddhist teaching. There's a Buddhist Buddha Dharma Sangha, very nice. So thank you. So just put it in the shrine and make great offerings, and then leave it like that. No, that's not the way it should be. It should be really be practicing it and really be familiarizing with your day-to-day life and synchronizing it. Synchronizing it. That is very important. So then that's the reason why you all are recommended to think about the nature of me, so to speak. You came to celebrate my birthday, okay? Celebrate the Yabjirmish's birthday. So when you think of me, the nature of me, which is the Mahamudra, which is Dzogpa Chembo, which is the Tathagata Garba. You have to think about me. And when you think about any kind of nature, any kind of phenomenon, that needs to be applied through the method of Dzogchen, through the method of Mahamudra. That is very, very important. So anyway, the most important is rather than going out like superficially, you have to really be getting in. That is what we call it meditation. So right now, what I'm trying to say is, while you are here, let's say 3 or 4 days, or maybe a little more, you all have to concentrate in meditation more than anything. That is very important. Meditation means just to think about the nature. Think about the nature. We are not talking about any other things, but just the nature. recite mantras, but think about the nature. And also maybe visualize some Dakinis or whatever, Avalokiteshvara, the Amitayurs, long life Buddhas and this and that, but doesn't matter, but think of your nature, So that is the thing. So then what this will make you is that that will make you into good person, You will have less anger. You will have less desire. You will have less jealousy. Because all the jealousy and desires and all these things are fabrication. It's just fabricated through the superficial level of understanding, superficial level of existence. So the superficial level of existence are not something that we should be kind of left as they are. We are not really, we don't really want it to touch to these things, We just leave them alone, without hating them, without desiring them, without doing anything like I don't know, whatever, attachment should not be there, detachment should not be there, aversion should not be there, all these things should not be there. That is not going to be, none of them going to be there. But what we do is more concentrated into the nature, and you leave them alone. So if you sort of like if you do manage to sort of put you into that kind of practices, then you, as a result, you become better person. You become a better person. And that is a great offering to the Guru, to the Dhamma, to the Buddha, and to the Sangha, whatever. That is the great offering, because you become a better person, and that actually, how do you say, that it's that is the complementary, the complementary for yourself. And nature, from the point of view of nature, Tathagata Garbha, you are the Buddha, you are the Dharma, and you are the Sangha. So, so being able to complement yourself, which actually means being able to make yourself better person, is a great offering to the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha, because you are the Buddha, you are Dharma, you are Sangha by nature. So this is the kind of a question, I mean, this is really like a kind of a point that you really we should not miss it. So therefore, one has to really be concentrating on that. That is the reason why, the celebration should be done. The spiritual celebration is needed to be done. It's our celebration is just not common. The Vajrayana celebration is not a common celebration. We have a lot of different celebrations. We have a celebration, marriage celebration, and that celebration, this celebration. We have different, thousands, millions of different celebrations in this world. But this particular Vajrayana celebration is something to be done, something to bring some kind of a change in our own sort of nature or our own understanding deep down in the heart. So that actually celebrates from depth of the heart. So that is the celebration. Superficially, what you do is, again, it has to go back to the nature, whatever. It cannot really be saying, okay, it's a superficial celebration, let's celebrate. That's it. But there's nothing inside there. It's empty. It's a hollow. That's not right. It shouldn't be that way. It should be always fill up the heart, fill up the brain, fill up everything with some knowledge, with some understanding. But nothing rubbish. Understanding has a lot of rubbish also. And also knowledge has a lot of rubbish also. So those things are not there. We are not talking about. But what knowledge, what we are talking about is the spirituality, spiritual knowledge. That is very important. Spiritual knowledge is not religious knowledge. Religious knowledge is something different. I'm talking about is the spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge is to empty everything and go into the nature. That is the spiritual knowledge and the spiritual skill. Religious is, unfortunately, some of the religious knowledge is to add up some different understanding and some more rubbish on top of your rubbish. You have a lot of rubbish already by in your head and everywhere, and now in the name of the religious rubbish, in the religion, then it comes more rubbish. You add it up, and you feel, oh, now I have something different to think about. Yes, but you are adding up more headache. You are adding up more problems. You are adding up more. How do you say? More fears. More fears, you're adding up more fears, you're adding up more hopes, you're adding up more tensions, more stress, and all these things. All these rubbish comes up on top of your rubbish. So then you have a lot of things to take care of. Oh my goodness. Anyway, you will not be able to do it like, I don't know, do it means like you will not be able to sort of clear it out within this life for sure. So it's a kind of too much. So anyway, what this is just today. We have just only a starting point. So I don't want to take much of your time. And just devotion is, you have to understand what is devotion. So devotion, in a nutshell, I would say, is just, how do you say? To understand something different than what we can see. It may be very good, but that is not something that you have to understand. That may be very, very nice. It's not something that we have to understand or we have to focus on. It might be very, very, very attractive. Yes, doesn't matter. It may be very useful. Yes, okay, doesn't matter. But beyond all these things, you have to have some understanding, what we call nature. That is what we call it devotion. When you sort of goes back to the nature of this flower, then this flower becomes a very good, very, very spiritual, very spiritual. This flower is a spiritual. For you, it's a spiritual, And when you talk about the master being a spiritual master, you have to be knowing how to look at the master, and then your master will be the spiritual master. Otherwise, if you look at him or her as a something else, he or she will definitely be that way. That master is not going to be spiritual master for sure. Even though he teaches the spirituality, and he gives the kind of that sort of gestures of being spirituality. This is for you. It's not a spiritual master for sure. Different. So it's your concept. Your conceptual mind says that way. So then that is that. That becomes in that way. So it's like this flower, this beautiful flower, which really came from Vietnam. It's just unbelievable. It just came from Hanoi, last night, midnight. It just came from Hanoi. Cannot believe it. Anyway, this flower, this flower is beautiful flowers. Yes, color-wise, it's very beautiful. And yes, money-wise, you spend very, very, quite a bit of money, quite a lot of money. And then, of course, flown all the way from Hanoi here. So it's a very, very special. But whatever, despite of everything, it is not a spiritual. It is a flower. But you have to understand the nature of this flower. Once you start to understand the nature of this flower becomes something more special than being nice flower, expensive flower, beautiful flower. More important than, more special than being a nice and beautiful flowers. It is the nature. It is the Mahamudra. It is Dzogchen. It is the spiritual. So this becomes a spiritual flower. You can say that. There's no argument about it. There's no doubt about it. It's just being spiritual flower. So there's the same thing. You look at a master, and you as a student has to, how do you say, has to work, has to practice well, so that student can see his nature, her nature, which is of course Tathagata Garbha, the Buddha nature. So you have to see him as the nature. So then he become a spiritual master. She become a spiritual master. So that is the thing. So, no matter what, the master will be saying, maybe telling you to build the house. Like Marpa told to Milarepa to build a house. He never said, you go and sit down and do Wandru practice and don't do anything, just sit down. He never said that. Instead, he said, you go and build a house. Marpa asked him to build a square one, 9 stories or maybe more. And he said, afterwards he said, no, this is not right. I would like to have a triangle one for my son and for my family to enjoy. Please, triangle one. Please build a triangle one. And Milarepa was building triangle one, very high building, by himself. He was the only one person. No contractors, no builders, no nothing, no tractors. There's no machines, nothing. Milarepa himself with nothing, with his hands, he was building that big building. But then the middle of nowhere, Marpa came and said, who asked you to build triangle one? I never asked you this triangle building. Who wants to live in a room triangle like this? So you have to demolish everything, and then you have to rebuild a nice proper house, not a triangle one. So that sort of thing. Maybe anyway, I shouldn't take much of time talking about all these things, because this is just a reputation. I think you know all these things anyway. His Milarepa's biography or whatever, it's very well known in the world, so I don't really have to repeat again. Anyway, all these things, he asked this sort of things. He didn't ask, he wasn't, like, apparently speaking, like really, truly speaking, Marpa wasn't appearing, to me, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but Marpa wasn't appearing as a spiritual master that much. I think Marpa was very much like a businessman, very, very fat one, and then sitting there with his wife and, children and all these things, and, asking Milarepa to build all these things. That's all. To me, I felt that way. But for Milarepa, for some reason, because of his luck, because of his fortune, he sees Marpa as a spiritual master, entirely spiritual master. No doubt about it. No doubt at all for him. That Marpa is being the spiritual master. No doubt about it. So therefore, luckily, Milarepa went through all the difficulties, but reached the Buddha within the life, within one life. So that is the thing. So Milarepa needs to be qualified to see Marpa as a spiritual master. So we have to qualify, I have to be qualified to see this flower as a spiritual flower. If I'm not qualified, this is nice flower, but it's not a spiritual flower. So that is the thing. So, so therefore we all, as a practitioner, we have to really be having the kind of what you call that, having the diligence to practice and transform ourselves first, ourselves into a spiritual, or into a person who has ability to look into the spirituality, or ability to see the spiritual. That is the thing. So that's the reason why we need the preliminary practices. The thousands of, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of prostration needed, hundreds of thousands of this thing, recitation is needed, hundreds of thousands of offering needed, and everything. It is not because of anything, but just because to purify the blockages and go into the spirituality. That is the devotion. We are looking for devotion. We are looking for the devotion. We are really searching for the devotion. We are really hungry for the devotion. That's the thing. If the as long as you have a devotion, as soon as you have a devotion, the rest of the path of the Buddhist path or the spiritual path is no longer a problem. So that's about it. Thank you very much. We let us dedicate the virtuous. And do you guys have Mulam, the book within yourself? That we will do the long, what they call it, king of the aspiration. You don't have it. I think they don't have it. They do, but I think do you have it? Yeah, you have a lot of books. Okay. Sambo jebe malam tabagi Gyalwa tamje Shingi dunye liravataba ye Gyalwa kula rabdo chaksa lo Jedana dunye sanje vina shubha Tetara chuji yinam maliba tamje Gyalwa dagi gangwaram Teta ngakba meze gyazo na yanji yala gyazo dakangi Gyalwa kunji yunda rabje devara shikpa tamje dagi Medo tamba chua tamba ta senye nanda chupa chota Marme choda tuve tamba ye Gyalwa teta lane chupara Nasa tamba namda chota Chime prama rirava nyambada Kobe chupara pakbe chokungi Gyalwa teta lane chupara Chapa kana lame jajewa teta Gyalwa tamje layan Zambo jala tebe topta ki Gyalwa kana chante chuparay Docha jeta timu wangi ne lida ngata tishin yiki Dikpa daki jipa chinchi pa teta tamje daki susuru Choji Gyalwa kunda sanje se ramje namdan loptan melopatan Dhawa kunji sanama kala aya Teta kungi jesu daye Kandama choji jiten dhumada Janjo rinpa sanje machay Gombo teta dagi tamje la Kolo lana meba kuwa Nyangen tata kanshe teta la Dhawa kunla fashin de Kalpa shingi dunye shubaya Dagi talmo rabjara suraji Chachala vada chuchin shakvata Jesu yira kushin suai Gyalwa chungse dagi chisa pa Tamche dzogbe chembura ngo Depe sanje namda choju ye Jikten tana kanshu chubara Kaya marjan teta ramyo pa Samzo chanchuva rimbara sanje Chuchu kale shinama chinye pa Teta adjutru yongso tabara Chanchuva shinwa chungshi Gyalwa ata Sanje sege rabdo kangwara Chuchu simche kanama chinye pa Teta atado neme dewa Dhawa kungi chuji tenam ne Tumbara chuji rewan dubara
Samjua Java Dane Daju Jin Roa Kundu Jewa Timbaraj Serava Kundu Jimbo Jewa Na Tatu Dane Rabdo Jungara Jewa Kunji Jesu Lobju Je Zambo Jeba Yangsu Zoje Jeba Jime Yangda Pa Tatu Manyam Jime Jebaraj Haye Keda Ludan Jenge Tibum Tada Mi Kenan Joa Kunji Dagi Chizamba Tamje Keto Dagi Chudun Tishin Bari Chinla Rabzen De Janju Sene Navyan Jemaju Dikpa Kandama Dipara Chumata Teda Malu Yonso Chanwarash Ledanya Modigi Lenam Le Tujin Jitun Doa Namsoy Chitara Pemo Chime Chava Nida Namkara Toba Metra Shingi Janda Janama Chizamba Ngeson Donga Rabdo Shivaraj Dewa Tala Doa Kangu Jen Doa Tamje Lane Pembaraj Chanchu Jeba Yonsu Zoje Jen Simjen Taki Chedan Tumbaraj Zambo Jeba Dane Rabdo Jen Maon Keba Kundu Chevaraj Dagi Jeda Tsumba Kanji Ba Teda Tane Tado Tebaraj Lidang Anam Tane Simji Jan Jeba Tada Malam Jidu Dala Pembaran Debe Chobo Ta Zambo Jeba Rabdo Tamban Teda Tanyang Tado Tebarasho Teda Dagi Namya Yime Sanje Segi Kurwe Ngombo Na Ngusum Tado Dagi Jewa Ata Mahawan Keba Kundu Micho Wa Teda Alayang Jeba Jajri Jewa Namji Tambi Chunzin Je Janju Jeba Kundu Nawaraj Zambo Jeba Nambara Jeba Yang Mahawan Keba Kundu Jebaraj Sipa Tamje Tuyang Korwa Na Sunama Ishi Tane Mise Tabdan Sheraba Tingzin Namtara Ta Yundan Kunji Mise Zodo Uji Tena Dunyi Shinamate Shindere Samje Mejava Sanje Sanje Sege Vina Shubha Na Janju Jeba Chushin Tawara Tetara Mali Tamje Chozo Ya Tazam Kyuna Tisuma Tsenye Sanje Gyazo Shinama Gyazo Ta Kalva Gyazo Chushin Rabdo Sungji Yanla Gyazo Dagungi Gyawa Kuya Yanla Namdaba Drawa Kunji Samba Chishin Ya Sanje Soma Tado Jubara Tusum Shebe Gyawa Tamje Ta Kolu Tsunama Rabdo Korwai Teda Kaya Soya Mise La Loye Tobje Dajan Rabdo Mawan Geba Tamje Jubara Ya Keji Chege Dajan Jubara Kaya Geba Tusum Sede Ta Keji Cheshe Jene Jubara Tusum Sheba Mi Senge Ka Teda Keji Chila Dake Tado Teda Kene La Jumara Jube Namtara Tabje Kaya Tusum Dake Shingue Ba Teda Tuje Tendo Ngombaran Teda Mali Chanama Tamje Do Jewa Take Shinama Kola Jikten Jumana Janju Rembra Sanja Kolo Ko Yang Deba Rabdo Shitarata Gombo Kunji Tundo Dai Kundo Nirve Janju Tamnam Ta Kune Kwe Tobe Tobdata Kundo Yundan Jebe Tamnam Ta Kundo Chambara Jeba Takit Kune Geve Sanama Tobdata Chakva Nebara Jurbe Ishita Sheraba Tabda Tingzini Tobda Ke Janju Tamnama Yanda Dubara Lege Tamnama Yonsu Taje Nyomo Tamnama Kundu Jumbara Duje Tamnama Tamera Zambo Chebe Tamne Zobara Shinama Jazo Nambara Taje Simjen Jazo Tane Nambara Chenama Jazo Rabdo Tonje Yeshe Jazo Rabdo Tobara Jeba Jazo Nambara Taje Malam Jazo Yonsu Zobara Sanje Jazo Rabdo Cheje Kalba Jazo Mejo Jebara Kaya Tesum Shebe Jawaye Janju Jebe Malam Chera Sambo Jebe Janju Sanje Ne Tekun Dage Malio Dobara Jawa Kange Segi Tuba Kange Mine Kundu Sansheja Keba Tedan Sombara Jebe Gewa Teda Tamje Rabdo Vidanga da Ijan Namda Jeva Namda Shinama Yanda Ngoa Zambo Keba Chinda Wa Tender Daja Tedan Sombara Kune Kewa Sambo Chebe Chen Jambe Chene Malam Kebaraj Mahon Keba Kondo Micho Wa Te Chawa Malu Toboraj Cheba Tane Tsenye Machu Chi Yunten Namjang Sezon Mebaraj Cheba Tseme Pala Nene Chan Teda Cheba Tamje Sangwaraj Namge Tedu Churba Chizamba Semjen Malu Tayang Tezam Chizam Ledan Yamon Tarjurba Dagi Malam Tayang Tezam Kaya Chochu Shingnama Taye Parinjen Yawa Nama Hadam Ni Dewa Chunam Jan Shingi Tunye Keba Perwa Kange Ngove Jebon Tituna Chanju Choki Jesu Ram Lanji Tamji Teba Keba Na Sanam Tambi Chodu Tenjur Kange Sanju Malam Tita Be Tine Ngeson Tamje Pangwaraj Tine Chokpo Ngemba Pangba Ye Nawa Taye Taya Tenjur Tong Teda Nyeba Ramye Dewarzo Mize Driya Teda Lekparo Kundo Zambo Taya Chinda Wa Teda Rimbara Meto Teshin Samme Ngabo Taki Tikpa Na Kange Mishe Wange Cheba Te Zambo Cheba Dikye Na Nyurdu Malu Yongso Changwaran Gyur Yishe Tane Sudan Tsenamda Ridan Kado Namda Dembara Dudan Mutik Mambe Teme Tu Jikten Sumbo Kuna Chabara Chanchive Shewa Chondu Tenyurundo Sone Sen Penchire Titote Chanchive Sanje Korlo Ratu Koro Dunam Deda Cheba Kaya Zambo Chebe Malam Di Changwa Tane Tantamalona Te Nambara Mimba Sanje Chanchive Chola Samye Maje Jambe Pawe Chitara Kemba Ta Kundu Zambo Teya Teshe Teda Kungi Jesu Dalu Che Gewa Teda Tamje Rabdu Tusuma Shebe Gewa Tamje Ge Ngoa Tangla Chodu Ngaba Dashen Gewe Zawa Antiku Ja Zambo Chuje Rabdu Ngawara Dane Chive Tushi Jurba Na Diba Tamje Dane Chisarat Musum Nawa Daye Teto Ne Dewa Chanji Shindere Rabdu Pesone Malaman Deda Cha Tamje Malu Ngondo Jurara Tetara Malu Dane Yonso Kan Jikten Chisi Semjen Pembaraji Jewe Jengoro Sanshin Gawa Tir Pemo Tam Shindu Zeleji Nawa Taye Jewe Ngosum Tu Lungten Pai Dagi Terdu Tene Dagi Lungten Raptapote Chulba Mambo Chewa Tage Loye Tolji Chochu Nansu Ya Semjen Namla Pemba Mambo Sambo Chebe Malam Tamba Ye Gewa Chochu Dagi Chisa Tine Joye Malam Gewa Nama Keji Kege Tamje Gewa Kaya Sambo Cheba Dinu Be Sanama Taye Tamba Tandu Jowa Dunge Shura Chewa Nama Upa Nebe Nerava Tobara Malam Gewa Deda Chobi Do Taye Jowa Kula Punji Kundo Sambo Jimbe Shundu Te Nasone Nama Tombara Esho Dukun Geza Jinye Yeba Chedan Chendu Teshin Cheba Sambo Chechira Tende Sata La Kunne Kunjas Rijora Eji Tene now Emma Ho Manzar Sangye Nawa Tayedan page, I don't know page number, but you have to look it into the page number Emma Ho Manzar Sangye dedication of the virtues of my teaching, virtues of you listening to teaching, and also the virtues and good karmas that we have been putting effort in. Like, for example, you guys came all the way from different countries. Some are from China, some are from Taiwan, some are from, Malaysia, Europe, and a lot of different places, and many thousand kilometers. So all the effort that you have been putting, all of it has to be, dedicated for the benefit of all sentient beings. And especially, like, for example, our students in the Vietnam, they have been putting a lot of effort for all these flowers. Whatever you see, the beautiful flowers everywhere in this world. Last night, midnight, they came to the airport, and then put all these things up. The whole night they have been putting up and putting on the table and all these things. This morning 7 o'clock they left back to Hanoi. So this is the kind of a devotion that they have, and I never asked them to do this. We never requested to sort of come and decorate with the flowers, but they voluntarily from the depth of the heart, for benefit of all sentient beings, they have been doing this. So they have left by 7 o'clock without even seeing me also. So they have left already. Last night, 12:30, they came here, and then this morning, 7 o'clock, they left. So by now, maybe they're in Bangkok or maybe Hanoi already. So that's the kind of thing. But anyway, what I'm saying is, there's no point to tell all these zigzagging things, but you have to really be dedicating, helping them to dedicate all the virtues and all the good karmas, what they have been putting in effort. That is the thing, what you have to dedicate when you do the puja. When you do the molam, we do the prayers, aspiration, king of the aspiration. That is thing that you have to do. You don't know. Most of you, even Ladakhis and even Tibetans or Laholi or Ladakhis, they read the Tibetans and the Ladakhis, but they don't know anything what it's really saying, because it's a Dharma words and all these things. So of course, forget about Europeans to understand that, and Asian people, they understand that. No, cannot understand. But the meaning is, when you chant, you have to dedicate all the good things, whoever did whatever the things, you have to dedicate all sentient beings, including the teachings what I have given, and the things that the teachings that you have received, and the effort that you have been putting in. All these things has to be dedicated. All this is the thing. It is my sort of reminder. So all these things, without condition you are doing it. That is the thing. Not only just the Vietnamese students, they have been putting lovely flowers. That's a very, very unconditional. They have been, they have not even demand to see me also. I was thinking that maybe, I have to say thank you, just a few words. Thank you. That's all. Maybe this is what they deserved. No, they didn't want to see me also. They just do it the whole night and then they left. So it's a similar thing. You guys also came to here to celebrate the birthday or to celebrate the longevity prayers and all these things, and with not much of condition. So that's the thing. With no condition is the best spiritual karma, spiritual virtuous. That is the spiritual virtuous. And with the condition, then it is virtuous, but it's not unconditional. So therefore, it is not a spiritual virtuous. It is a religious virtuous. This is what I would say. This is a religious virtuous. So this is the thing. Expectation or conditions may be, may make it different. It really differs, the two things, spiritual and then the religious. The other things are religious. That is, the condition is there. So therefore, you have been, all the virtuous are virtuous, but it's a religious virtuous. Now, if you want a spiritual virtuous, that should not be having any conditions applied. That is the thing. So without a condition applied, that is the spiritual virtuous, which goes all the way to the Buddhahood, to the enlightenment. And then the religious virtuous goes maybe next life, or to have a better life, or to this and that, and then maybe it goes to a successful kind of a state of life or something like that. Whatever you are dedicated for, whatever the condition says. Condition says, may I have a better life, may I have a good health, may I have a successful life, blah blah blah, whatever. That will be fulfilled. That's all. But that is not going to be beyond the religious core. But the spiritual is the beyond the religion. It is the spiritual. Spiritual means goes all the way to the Buddhahood. But that doesn't mean that the spiritual virtues doesn't give you
the mundane mundane privileges. Definitely, it'll give you the mundane privileges as well as the beyond the spiritual privileges, which is the enlightenment. That covers everything. For example, I should say that something. For example, if you shoot an arrow. So if you shoot an arrow and very strongly, so the arrow goes very fast, like within one moment, one small, very, very, very sharp moment, it goes all the way there. Let's say it goes 1 kilometer. So it seems that the arrow goes all the way there. It doesn't covers everything, but arrow covers every how do you say, every surfaces between here and that target. Between this was covered, but you don't know because it's a very fast, but it goes there. So arrow covers, but you may say that arrow is going there, but it doesn't cover everything. No, arrow covers. So similarly, that when you have a spiritual virtue, so-called, that takes you all the way to the enlightenment, doesn't mean that you are not getting the mundane benefit. Mundane benefit will definitely be even doubly and 3 times, 4 times more than the normal dedication may give you. It is very, very. It will be there, but you will be going all the way there. So that is the more sort of more smarter way of doing business, like a spiritual business. I would call it spiritual business. If you are not smart, the business cannot really be done very nicely. So if you are very good, smart businessman, then you can do all sorts of things, without doing that much of things. It will cover everything. So similarly, that the dedication has many things to talk about. So spiritual virtuous needs to be unconditional, and material or the religious virtuous is a conditional. So that is the thing. So anyway, let's dedicate by saying this this Amitabha gave. Amitabha wrote this. Amitabha gave. It is not a human wrote. Most of the prayers are wrote by this thing, a human abbot and Rinpoches or masters, they have written. But this one is Amitabha himself gave to a master, Mingyur, and then he he gave it to his disciple, and then ever since then it has been practiced very, 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 very popularly. Emaho ngonzara sanje na wataye ta yesu cho tuje jembo ta yando samba tuje tomnam la sanje chansame ba me koke diskit ngonzara patu me bayi deva janje jave jengante tane dine tsembe juma ata jewa jenge parma chepa Hero kene nandi jaldo sho te ke dage molam da bandi choju sanje jose tanje eki kime dubara chinje la pol Teya tha penza deya awa buddhanai soha yema ho ngonzara sanje nawa Haye ta Yesu choy tuje chembo ta Yendo semba tuje dhamma pala sanje Chansume pa me koki ko Dishkite monzare padu me bayi dewa jeje Chewe jingam de Ashendine chendu churma Ka jewa jenje parma chepa Hiru jene na de jaldo jo de ge da ge malam da ba di jo je sanje jo sanje ge ge me do bara jenge la ko
Deya tha panza deya awa buddha so ema ho ngon sanje nawa dai ta yesu joy tuje jembo ta yambo semba tuje thamna ala sanje chazemba me korpi kor Kisgi mansara padu me bayi dewa jage jaya jingante dane dine zendu yurma ata dewa jenge barma sebaru tero jene nandi jalto sho dege dagi malanda badi Choju zande josme tande agi kegme drobarai jengi lapuz Deya tha benza deya awa buddha So chodu gyalwa seje go Soni jola gira Agi du samage sapa kunjo Somla chupambe Gyalwe temba pegyur Chigiwa zenje Kulamo Druka sanje togyur Chigiza thamje chikube Darshin gyula mengyur Jidimni dane sozo te Chere me me nyamdo me zende sajun Namji tembe kurma ta de ajendo je gyuru je Chene ben kaje de la sanje Chanju tamne jise to tulbendo Dimbaraijo dewa chenge jena na sangye oba me bajo Malanda be tuza ye shinjo deru dewa So every day we will be doing some similar kind of thing, gathering, and but I'm not very sure what the detail, what the Deputy Rinpoche want me to do. I think I have to consult with him, and he will give me some instructions how to go about. And also, I was also requesting Deputy Rinpoche to give a little bit of teachings or instructions or guideline to all the students, foreigners as well as local Ladakhis and also Bhutanese. There are lots, there are few Bhutanese also are there, and lots of students, and so the students, I think, and also the followers, the younger generations, they have to listen to what Gyalwa Rinpoche has to say. That is very important. And so I've been requesting him anyway, so I think from tomorrow he'll also be having a little bit of short teachings for you guys, and I will also be like a mumbling little bit, gossiping as usual, and then there will be a translator also. This time I think we have a Chinese translators here, but other than that, as I said before, they have not been sort of able to sort of come on time, but tomorrow onward we'll have a translator also, and so that's about it. Thank you very much. And also we have some teachings for the monks, and some that sort of things, and also the prayers, the longevity prayers, the puja, that will also be done. As I said, we have a very small temple and small place to live, to sort of join together. It is very difficult. I wanted to seek or beg your apologies for how do you say, for this limited areas for you to
sort of join together. We have a little bit of difficulties over that. But of course it's already done, so anyway, it's building is done, so you cannot really, if it is a tent, we can just do it a little bit like bigger, but we cannot do anything like that. So we'll have a little bit of trouble in that. Otherwise, of course, it will be very nice if you can join together into the practices and join together into everything, and also the teachings also, like the monks and nuns can also come together into teaching also. So that'll be very nice, but we cannot do that. Anyway, see you tomorrow again, and we'll do the similar thing. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you.